up my microphone. There it goes. Why does it seem like it's lower? No, that's fine. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right. So today I'm actually doing somewhat of a triple play test here. So for starters, we're going to go against Sinestro again. I was thinking about why is my feedback on the other monitor louder than it should be? I shouldn't hear myself talking. All right. So yeah, again, I'm going to do some more playtesting of Sinestro. I've already got all this stuff in here, including my obligations. I was going to also playtest Predator, but I don't want to playtest Predator directly into something into a villain that I'm playtesting at the same time. So what I'll probably end up doing is playtest Predator tomorrow against one of the regular FFG villains, and as long as he's not like overpowered or anything like that, then I'll probably do a double feature like I've been doing a lot lately. Where then I playtest Predator into Sinestro. Hopefully by then it'll be Sinestro at least is like third time that I playtest him. So I'll have all his mechanics, completely memorized. I'll kind of understand where his power curve is, and I'll know then Predator, and then I should be able to get into Nightwing, within a few days, something like that. I did see that Nightwing, well, not Nightwing, but I saw that Ripper had an update on his table today or yesterday. I haven't looked at it. I don't know if it's affected Nightwing at all, or if it's just been something else on the table because Ripper's got a decent amount on that table. But yeah, tomorrow I'm not going to say 100%, but most likely be starting the playtest of Predator. But today, because I wanted to playtest Sinestro again, I'm going to playtest him against two characters that I know are not, well, maybe Rasputin, but I know that they're not going to be like straight up overpowered. And I also need to do some playtesting stuff on them anyways. So Jolt is going to be one of them. I want to playtest Jolt a bit more because I've only done one playtest of her since I've rebuilt her from the ground up, and I need to remedy that. So she needs to get more playtesting in. Period. Um, when I playtested her before, I playtested her on stream, and she seemed perfectly well balanced, which is good. Hopefully, I can get her actually put her back on beta after this playtest because she's probably a beta hero already at this point. The other one I'm playtesting is Rasputin. Now, Rasputin until yesterday was sealed. Not sealed. Excuse me. I don't have shit sealed. I've only had like one nomination period. So, not sealed, released. But she has two cards that were not sitting right with me. Um, they are intangible, or intangibility, I guess I should say, and Sunder. Sunder. There's Sunder. It's the only one that's full art on it. So the old text was that they would had two bullet points essentially. So she would discard her confused statuses, and then she would thwart for 4, and then as the first bullet point. And the second bullet point was that for each confused status that she had discarded when she played this card, and let me look here because I don't remember the exact wording of it. I still have the old file though. And then what she would do after that, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. So she would get a tough status card if a confused status card was discarded. Um, and then the text for Sunder was that she would ready an upgrade as her second bullet point. And I was finding that those two features were not getting used. Um, and frankly, I don't know if this will get used any differently. Um, but I felt a change needed to happen. So I'm trying a change, and if it sticks, it sticks. If not, it won't. Um, so I bumped one damage off of Sunder, but it will do more damage the more you're stunned. And this will remove more threat the more you're confused. I did get feedback from a person in our Discord who pointed out that it should probably have the parentheses on it, but my understanding is that by putting parentheses in the text, you would say if you actually had a stun status, that having hero action parentheses attack, um, it would get completely canceled out the card even before the discard each stun status would happen. That's my understanding of the rules and what's been explained to me. So I think I am right in doing it this way, which is kind of like the um, Dance of Death or whatever it's called by Black Widow, where you would identify it as an attack within the text of the card, and then also identify it as an attack with a trait. So that's why I have to do it that way. That's from my understanding of the rules. So that is what I'm going to be playtesting today, though, against our good friend Mark Strong over here. Jesus Christ, this hand. Where she got? Amped. Lightning Strike. Her damage one. This one's not going to do jack squat right now. Since Justice would be really good. This isn't going to do anything until I have those cards out. I don't need this one right now either. I need to get her like, some actual. Hey, I'll gladly take a resource. I've already got his side scheme in play. I've got Oa in play. I think that's how you say it, right? Oa. And then I've got Parallax in play, which is. I should probably change the counters. I forget every time. 10 hit points and the freaking toughness. So this is where Parallax will be. I did get some feedback, by the way, from SuperTNT about when I did the playtest yesterday. So that was awesome. Thanks for the feedback. I and he's like, as a side note, Parallax people play tested him and actually enjoyed him. I enjoyed him. I just thought it was really funny to remove a core mechanic of the deck from the game with the raft. So speaking of which, Jolt is playing as Justice, as you can see from her hand. I did not include the raft this time in it because I wanted to let the Parallax engine completely go, even though the Parallax engine completely went last play test, because you find them with the cards that are in the deck, which means you would strip them off of his tuck status. So yeah, with that, what do I think about Rasputin Sand? This could be better. To have two resource generators in my hand, so I might actually just play them all. I like Healing Factor is a good card, but out of all of her hero cards, it is probably the most not needed. I might just X Gene X Jet and then have a good day. And then I could also use her Ready for a Fight to just get her freaking Healing Factor back. All right, cool. That's actually not a bad hand to have in the beginning since I have so many disposable cards. All right, Jolt. So here's Jolt's ability. For those of you who don't know, in the Thunderbolts, Jolt is like a 15 or 16-year-old girl at the beginning of the series. She was kidnapped by Arnim Zola and turned into a mutate, which is a mutate is anybody with mutant powers that were not born with an X gene. So her whole thing is electricity. She also serves as kind of like the moral compass of the Thunderbolts. Um, and frankly, I needed a sixth character for the Thunderbolts wave, and she was kind of just like a good option for it. So our big thing is um, she builds up charge counters, and those can help augment her card with more electricity, and she also can empower allies. That is what Jolt does. And Rasputin, if you haven't seen her before, she's all about status card manipulation. She plays as a blend of Kitty Pryde and Colossus, and who's the other one that actually has a player card? Magic. Um, and then I gave her some Sonic cards, and um, yeah, because she is also a telepath, and she also does stuff with force fields, which are both, to me at least, sonic abilities. All right, Sinestro core. At the wrath of Sinestro. All right, let's get this started. I think the first thing I want to do here is get Sense of Justice out. Oh yeah, does this start with Threat on? I forget. No. Excellent. And he gets 32 hit points. I should probably finish that setup part. And make sure his deck is shuffled. Response at the villain phase begin. Each player discards mental. When defeated, each player may draw a card. Fan frickin' tastic. I can amp it already. Flip. I need to keep track of how many jolt counters she has, or charge counters, excuse me. So I can flat out defeat that. One, and we'll use to clear the area to amped. 5 threat, divided as you choose. Well, it's just going to be from here. Each player may draw a card, which I'm going to. Ooh, back to the fight. Ooh. So even as a Justice deck, she will have a lot of allies, so Inspiring Presence is not a terrible card. I don't. Oh, I get a counter for playing one of her cards. I will ping his Tough off. Poor girl is like deadlocked against him. Do I burn another clear the area for lightning strike so I can start knocking Parallax down? Yeah, let's do that. Lightning strike to deal 3. And because I find it valuable to defeat him, I'm going to knock another one off. I need a counter up here. Or another 2 off, excuse me. It's also 4:30 in the morning and my cat has a zoomies, so this will be a fun morning. All right, Rasputin. All right. Let's spend this to get the X gene. I will use my ability to get healing factor back in and draw a card. Tangibility, that does jack shit for me right now. In fact, it does so little shit that I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 at any specific event only. Yeah, that's X-Gene's a good card, but it's so extremely restrictive sometimes. 2 and 3 for the X-Jet. I will flip. I get tough. I can Sunder. I can start the Sunder party now, but I do not have stun statuses. So I would only be doing 5 damage. Or do I want to wait and play Scimitar? I can use Sunder to play Scimitar now. Just keep getting myself set up. So 1, 2 for Scimitar. Let's do the 2 damage here. And actually, hold on, that's right. Parallax is in. I want to get him away from poor little Jolt as fast as possible. I could have defeated it. Do I want to have defeated it instead? And then I could do 2 damage to him. Do I want to lose Scimitar? Yeah, let's lose Scimitar. Sunder him. So he'll take the full 5 damage from the Scimitar. And he goes in here. And then I will hit for 2 damage onto Sinestro. Yeah, we'll do that instead. That's a bit better math. I'm sorry, I love Scimitar, but I gotta kind of do that. 1 counter, yeah. Alright. That ends the player's turns. This and 5. And intangibility again. Back to the fight. So far I've drawn only the intangibilities and back to and the 1 copy of Sunder. I'm playing, yeah, I'm playing with superpowers. I forgot about that. Because she's a mutant and they are superpowers. All the allies, the all of them. Every ally. So I have Songbird. That's what she does. I have Citizen V. Traitorous, if you don't know, if you haven't seen my Thunderbolt stuff before, is you place 1 threat on the main scheme and you can reduce it by 1, and you can place up the cost of the card. So if I wanted to, I could place 3 threat on the main scheme and just play Baron's email here. Justice, Inspiring Presence. Again, good card for this deck. I don't know when I'm going to get to play it. 2. The villain phase begins, heal 1 for each Sinestro core. There are none. The villain phase begins, deal 1 indirect damage to each player for each attachment. There are none. So, attacks little Jolty. Our friend Jolt will just take it for fuck me. For 2 damage. And I'll just take Mongoose damage. She comes in with toughness. Alright. And then attacks Rasputin. Do I block this and try and keep my tough for a little bit? I mean, I can ready myself. Or I could not block this, keep myself ready and just get an extra attack in. Oh, he comes in with 8. I forgot about that. I'll just let this hit me because I don't have anything out here right now that'll run off of my toughness. So that is 3 damage. I take none. Counter and counter. Alright, we are working in a enemy-rich environment now. You are stunned. Oh, I don't care. I'm fine with being stunned. Actually, I'm not because I don't have Sunder. Sinestro attacks me. I'll still take this. I've got 13 base health for 2 damage. And which one is this one? Oh, this is his Rhino armor. Run here. All right. I will attack. I will. I mean, I can just flat out kill a monster. Let's X-Gene to back to the fight. Ready. But I only have 1 damage on me. Shouldn't have. I should have taken. Oh, 13 health. I don't know what I'm. Oh, 12 health. Why did I was at 13? Did my counter start on the wrong health? Back to the fight to ready. I will. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? I've got options. All of them are not the greatest. Let me I can flat out kill a monster. I think I forgot to use monster's ability. I think I defeated him twice in my playtest yesterday, and I wasn't even paying attention that he was when defeated. Why is this a forced interrupt? Why wouldn't this just be a win defeated? Has, I wonder, has SuperTNT made a new table here? Or updated his table? Or does it even go by SuperTNT on it? Yeah, he's got it right there. Because I know it's SuperTNT or RyCoRan are both in here. Buffy. Sinestro. I just want to make sure he hasn't made an update to this in the few days since I've looked at this. Not his table, I mean. This is villain. This is his that. All right, this is his deck. Let me see. This is a monster. Yeah, why is it not a win defeated ability? I think you just need win defeated. You don't need to be forced to interrupt. Because he already has to be defeated for this to happen. So even if you get stunned as part of this, it's not doing anything. I mean, it's still stunning you, but yeah, he should be win defeated. I spent one, spending this to Cybo attack a monster. I'm going to treat his text as win defeated. So I got a mental, which is place 2 threat. That's not the biggest deal to me. I think I might just use intangibility to get deft focus out. So let's do that. What is this? What is this? I had this as my encounter card with her. Why did I have 2 encounter cards? Am I losing my mind? Am I fucking losing my mind here? I didn't miss anything, right? I'm gonna attack the tough off of Mongol. I'm probably gonna have to flip Jolt face down because she is squishy. She is extremely squishy. All right. Do I want to play? I can play 6 threat on the main scheme and get Citizen V and Songbird out at the same time. Get this out. Even though there's only 2 side schemes, let's just get Skilled Investigator out. I could do both. I could play Citizen V with his Traitors in place 3. He gives the next Thunderbolt ally I play this turn Traitorous, which means I can play Thunderbolt. So yeah, let's do that. Let's place a 3. Let's live a little dangerously. 5, 6, because it's gonna be 2 of them. And Songbird. I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna recover 3, which gives a friendly character +1 thwart +1 attack until the end of phase. She needs counters because she has a counter ability. 3, right? Yep. He will attack for 2. She will thwart for 2, and when she thwarts, she removes a counter and deals 1 damage to an enemy. So Mongol gets hit. That will end her turn. Do I want to keep both of these? Yeah, let's keep them both. 4. I would like to have Bioelectrica form. I would like to have Heart of the Team. And then 5. She's living La Vida Loca. There it is. All right, that's the card she really needs to have out. This is one of the big parts of her engine. There's the other one. I'm gonna sit there, got blinded by Steel Resistance that I didn't even realize she had her Soul Sword in her hand. So her 2 best cards of her deck are now in her hand at the same time, which means I can't play them both. Cannot do it. Also Intrude, another amazing card. All right, we place 2. She's first player. I forgot to move the thing. Attacks Rasputin. Rasputin will take this again. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not one of the regular ones. You work. Stop it. Stop it. I don't have my board set up yet. Stop doing other stuff. So just take the 1 damage. Schemes for just the 2, and then 2 from Mongol. Encounter and encounter. Sinestro. Oh yeah, he had attachment, so that should have done 1 indirect damage to everything, right? So 1 and then 1. This has 2 uses on it. So this is not 2, like 1 per person or something like that, or 2 per person. I mean, I don't mind. I'm just kind of surprised because usually that seems to be like the norm with a lot of attachments that when I have counters is you want them to have a chance of messing with everybody. Gang up. Well, this card gains Surge, so Insight 1 and discard cards until Sinestro. Excellent, fantastic, frickin' tastic. Well, this is actually not going fantastic. This is not living La Vida Loca. This is whatever the opposite of Loca is. This comes in with Tough and Guard. When he attacks the hero with the fewest printed fisties. Alright, first player moves on to Haley. Oh yeah, he was supposed to have 1 more damage because I forgot that I gave that to Citizen V. Alright. I can Inspiring Presence, which will give them all +1 thwarts. Skilled Investigator. Do I want a Skilled Investigator? Because, like I said, there's 2 side schemes in this entire deck, and 1 comes from the modular. I'm gonna heal for 3. Well, 2. I'll give +1 to all Songbird. So she removes 3 threat. She will then ping this off of him. I'll flip. I should probably buff this. Oh yeah, I should have frickin' another counter on her. I need to remember to track that. I have not played a card yet. So what I can do is 1, 2, to impede to remove 3 threat. It comes back to my hand. I never see impede get used. I see the aggression version get used all the time. But this right here, nope. Nobody plays that shit. I don't see, this has been rough so far because until this turn, she didn't have any of her big cards. And she still hasn't gotten Bioelectric Form or Heart of the Team. Those are 2 key components to her deck. I don't think I need Skilled Investigator. Like I'd like to give Rasputin extra cards, but there's only 2 side schemes. Let's spend this to Not Afraid to ready me, which gives me a counter. I can impede again. Hey, you know what? Let's just freaking impede again. Oh no, but I have to get rid of my defense. Let's Citizen. I do have 2 chump blockers. I don't know what I'm getting upset about. Let's have Citizen V hit for 2. I will thwart for 2. I will remove a charge counter to defeat Mongol. I will remove a charge counter to smack Arquillo for 2. I will spend 1, 2 to impede for 3. I'm about to get smacked by all these attachments. Alright, Rasputin with her 2 best cards in her hand now. Or 3 best cards. Well, maybe not her 3 best cards, but 2 of her best cards. Let me use Colossus and this for this. I think I'm going to overpay for Intrude. I'm going to confuse Sinestro. And then I will attack for 4 onto Arquillo. Because I get +2 for having a status on me. I will flip. Should I just put Intrude right the frick back in? I should grab Sunder because there's not a lot of minions, but those minions are meanies. So let's do this. And draw a card. Oh, good. Intrude. It is an action. It's an action and superpower. This is 0. Yeah. This is I can do that. I can stun him. Yeah, let's stun him, and then I can use my ability next turn to get it back. So he's not going to attack. He's not going to do anything. He's going to chill. Do I want to do that? Because the sooner I can get this done, the better. Yeah, let me not stun him. I'm just going to hold on to Intrude for now. All right, ready. I didn't mean to do that. I'm just ready, please. Ready, draw 4. Fantastic. All right, we're actually starting to get some stuff with her. Killing Blow. This might be too strong, but it's a really good aspect card. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I do 2 chump blockers for him. All right. 1, 2. All right. So this will happen after he does this. So he attacks. Citizen V will block it. And what? This guy can fuck himself. I just got rid of both my allies. Oh my god. I don't think I had him do that to me last game. I can't remember him doing that to me. If he did, he didn't. I didn't have an ally. Awesome. I got a view bot. Oh, we're banning you. Oh my god, goodbye. Thank you for the first time chat. I'm so glad it highlights your message for me so I can see you clearly to banish you. Schemes, but it's confused. Encounter. Oh yeah, I need to mark one of these off. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the 2 damage for each attachment. Or 2 damage total for the attachments. This again, we can go attach to the minion with the highest. If not, the skin search. Okay, it's just minion only. I was about to say, how the fuck do I get rid of that? Hey, this bitch. Discard an energy from her hand, from your hand. See you later for justice. School. Place to remove it. Hero action, tuck an event under this card. Then if there are 4 cards stuck under it, remove it from the game. Yep. I did that to myself. First player. Alright. Get Intrude back in. Draw a card. Heal for 4. Flip. I get a tough status. I will, this isn't Sonic, it's just superpower. Let me force field onto Sinestro because he's being a meanie, he's being a bully. I will. I'll intrude Sinestro again to stun him. I'm not going to give. Normally I would give myself a stun right now, but I do not have a shoulder podger out, so I cannot ignore. I do not have steady. So we're going to get my steel resistance out. Oh, actually, I could have done one of these. This is superpower. I could have done two of these. Let's keep. What did I spend? Why does it shuffle the deck when you do it like that? I could place them on the bottom. Yeah, killing blow, and let's keep both killing blows because they're very versatile. I mean, I can killing blow ceramic, but is that worth it? Also, not knowing anything about her, she's kind of cute. I will. I'm gonna end my turn. Not a very productive turn, but I got the steel resistance into play, and that is a big thing. All right, jolt, jolt, jolt. I'll tuck, amped. So I can't get charge counters right now. Tuck one. I'm pretty good on threat right now, but I'll still 1, 2 to amped to remove 5 threats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, she has patrol, excuse me. So I will not. I'm just going to attach this. I will smack Soranic for 1 and flip. And the turns. Draw my 3 cards. Attuned is a fun card. All right. Then ready and draw her 5. 3, 4, 5. All right. Do I have like other events I can just attach to this? I have 3 events in my hand. I can attach all of them to her. To school. All right. That's probably what I'll do. All right. 1, 2. 2 damage from these. These are 2 separate sources of damage, right? There's 1 Sinestro core, so he heals 1. Okay, so it's not 2 separate instances, it's 1 instance. So the 2 would knock toughness off, and then she will steal resistance to get toughness. And then Haley just takes 2. Tries to attack Rasputin, but is stunned. Schemes against Haley, but this procs instead. And then we give Haley a tough status. And then she schemes for 2. I get 1, 2. Ooh, decked out. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Deck. Each Sinestro corner minion activates. It's okay, so she schemes for 2 more. And okay, these things need to fuck off. Your action. So at least you can get rid of this. These other 2 have to like kind of like burn themselves out here. I need to burn this one out, and this needs to burn itself out. So next turn I will be taking flat out 2 damage. I'm not enjoying that. I will... Man, I don't have fucking anything right now. I will... Do I have 3 Power Justices in this thing? Or did I just not spend it? Because I should only have 2 Power of Justice. Okay, yeah, it's 2. Lose my mind. I'll spend the 1 to downtime myself. To heal myself up to full. I'll flip. Put 1, 2, 3. I don't have to do that. Actually, hold on. What did I have? I had it amped attached. Yeah, let's just burn this out. Let's just get rid of this. Now I am flush with all these awesome resources that I can't use anything for. Well, that's a good turn. Ender turn. Fantastic. So I can attack at 2, but it doesn't even matter because I can't. If this defeats, I already have tough. Let's kill Atu. Bye, cutie. I will 1, 2 to force field again. What is this? What is this to get rid of this? Mental and energy? Oh, you know what? Let's knock that out real quick. Energy and mental. To get rid of this one at least. I will superpower. This is only for freaking event cards. I mean, I can stun him or can stun. I can stun him. I might flip down and just confuse him because he'll attack into toughness, and then I can confuse him. So let's intrude on him to confuse him so I can flip down. I can also force field, but I don't necessarily need to. So let's flip down. Let's use my ability to... I might need to make intrude cost 1 more. It's a strong card. I don't think it's overpowered. I think it's fine. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fucking fine. I can grab force field. Force field is a big biggie. Draw 1. And I can't do anything in my hand. So that's going to end her turn. 3. Finally! Finally the rock has come back to my hand. Alright. The last 2 parts of our engine. 4. Game 4. Please, thank you. Alright. What do we got here? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I should probably manage that. I forgot that. Attacks. That happens after. She's just going to take it to the toughness. So, wow, that's kind of wasted. The last... Oh, 2 damage. So, actually, that happens first. This knocks tough off, and I'm not going to do this because once I flip, I'm going to get it right back. And then I get hit for 2. And then this is gone, and I have to discard a random card from her hand. I saw Heart of the Team, so it better not be Heart of the Team. That sucks too, but at least I can play Heart of the Team. Atlas! And then would scheme, but is confused. Encounter, encounter. I'm letting that scheme get a little bit out of control here. When reveal, discard the top 3 cards of my deck for each card that has one of those. Let's move this over here because I'm probably never going to see it. Oh no. So I only apply mental once, so it's not for each printed resource, it's each card with that printed resource. So mental, we place one on the main, and I've got 2 energies, which are exhaust, upgrade, or support. I imagine it's an upgrade or support. It's not limited to upgrades or supports that I control. So I can exhaust this, and I can exhaust this. It's not limited to ones that I control. I like this card though. I do. I know that's part of the modular, but you made the modular, so we'll look at it fairly and say, "One, fuck you," and then get a Sinestro. It's discard until we get it. He gets toughness. Oh, I don't care because I'm piercing. So, I don't even need to heal. I just wanted to flip down to get a bigger hand. I'm gonna intrude back into my deck. Draw a card. Shadowcat. One of the few allies I have in this deck. All right. Flip. I'm gonna spend 1, 2. I don't really need allies with her. She gets toughness. Oh yeah, speaking of which, let me get her toughness to get Marauder. I'll exhaust Marauder to draw the card. I need to scratch my ear. I will. So I can hit him for 6, and then I can Killing Blow, which won't do anything because I'll technically still have that. Generate this. Let's toe-to-toe the villain. So he attacks me. He does no damage into my toughness because he doesn't have piercing. And then I hit him back for 5, which this is 5, so this is gone. So suck that. I will then attack for 4 with piercing. And then I will spend this on this to deal 2 damage. And if it defeats the minion, I gain toughness. I can spend. I mean, I'm not getting rid of shoulder armor. I need this. I should have played this turn, but I saw a chance to get rid of an attachment and a strong minion, so I took that chance. Shoulder armor is probably the second best weapon or second best item in her kit outside of the soul sword, since she will almost always have a status card. She was first player, right? She should have this. Marauder, of course, is really good. Steel resistance is amazing. Force field is amazing. Shoulder armor is, again, one of the best cards in her deck. I can't play either of them, though. I enjoy Rasputin. One of the things, like, I didn't intend this with the build, but it's a really fun mechanic of the build, is she benefits so much from flipping. Usually with characters that are like so easily get tough, you just kind of leave them up the entire game. But flipping is such a good thing for her to do. Jolt. What's Jolteon doing here? Jolt needs to actually remove some goddamn threat. I'm gonna spend 1. Fixer's actually really good in this deck. 2 for hard team. I have no threat removal. I'm gonna remove 2 threat. He's just gonna place 3 back on it. Do I flip? So if you get up to 18 and we'll scheme once. I think I need to flip. She's at 5. She's so fucking squishy. And their turns. Draw 3 here. I'm not gonna intrude again. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mock. Oh yeah, I played a Jolt card, so I can do that. All right. 1, 2, 3. Attacks Ra Ra. And Ra Ra will just take it. For 2, knocks Tough off. Exhaust to get Tough. Schemes for 3. I need to do something because Jolt is not doing a great job of keeping this threat off. Villain attacks. Well, that's not fair. I will. I guess I'm taking it. It's kind of weird because normally it's. Actually, no, that's fine. It's not weird at all. I feel like this image should be upscaled a little bit. It is a little blurry. Like, it's awesome art. That is amazing art. Jolt. All right, what do we got? Jolt. Get charcoal out. That's 1, 2, 3 to charcoal. Because he used this, he has an additional hit point. I will heal for 3, which will give charcoal +1 to his powers. Charcoal will thwart for 2. I will flip. I did not notice the bioelectric form was in my hand too. I need that in play. That is probably more valuable than charcoal. I mean, it's not probably, it is more valuable than charcoal. So let's cancel that. And he gets the 2 back on. This goes away. It's still here. So this is here, this is here, this is here, this is here, this is here. I didn't even notice. So I'm still gonna use this as the wild resource. 1. Let's still do this 2, 3 to get this in play, so I can ready myself. Now I can actually remove some fucking threat in this game. 1, 2, 3. Ready. Oh yeah, I get 1 more counter. 1, 2, 3. Fixer. I want to keep Fixer in my hand as much as possible, as weird as that might sound, because he's got so many attachments, and Fixer just gets rid of an attachment when he comes in. Let me spend this to clear the area for 2. All right, I removed 8 threat. All right, it's starting to. Everything's coming up Millhouse now. Jolt's doing stuff. I've wanted to put charcoal in, but I didn't even. Okay, so she's got her 2 biggest cards in play. Rasputin. Rah rah, baby, rah rah. If people don't understand what I'm referencing, rah rah Rasputin. Russia's greatest love machine. Was a cat that was really gone. 1. It's not superpower, it's armor 2 to finally get this out. Steady, retaliate 1, retaliate 2 because I have status on me. This thing could stay on me for the rest of the goddamn game for all I care. Bring it on. I am thoroughly okay with this. I'll exhaust this to draw me a card. Ooh, 2 force fields. Do I force field or do I sunder? Sunder will not hit as hard as I would like it. Let me spend this for intrude. I will stun. Yeah, let's stun him. And I will take a stun status card. I am now in a position where this craziness makes sense to me. I will use depth focus and let's spend a force field, sir. 2 force field. So this will cancel one of his activation against me, and I can be fat and happy. I will attack him for 4. All right, we're starting to be online here. That will end their turns. All right, double energy or double resources. I can confuse them. Doesn't have retaliate. This is actually a pretty good hand. 1, 2, decks out. What do I got here? Hook intuition. Okay. So I can double up and remove 4 threat with each one. That's actually pretty good as well. Fixer, charcoal. Charcoal went from immediately, oh, let's play charcoal, to charcoal can suck my ass now. I don't want them anymore. All right. 1, 2, 3. Attacks, stunned. Attacks, force field, gives me toughness. This. I don't have to worry about either of these abilities because there's no Sinestro, there's no attachment. This, guard, retaliate 1. Rude. What's his thing? He must defend with an ally if possible. Oh, this is some shit. I have light. Oh yeah, I should have one more on here because no, I placed one on here from charcoal and then I took them away and played this. So I do have 2 on here. I will. I'll defend against his attack and I will. Lightning reflexes. This could probably be free. I mean, really, because it's so dependent on her charge counters, it could probably be free. Hmm. Lightning reflexes. Yep, there goes charcoal. So I get 2 for this defense, or +2. So I'm at 3. I take no damage, and then he attacks me for 1, and I get a charge counter. All right. Attach to Sinestro. When he attacks, he gains overkill. If this damages a hero, that hero is stunned after the round. Okay, the round's over. I mean, the round's over. It's gone. This right here, I mean, I love so much of the design in Sinestro. I really do. So many cards are great in here. This one, if it pops up as a encounter card, it's doing fuck all. Rasputin. All right. Let's start ruining some lives here. So I will. I mean, I can kill him flat out. So let's kill him flat out. 4 damage. I will spend 2 and discard my stun status for 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gives me Marauder to proc. I draw 1. I can play every card in my hand, so I'm going to. I will Psychic Assault for 3 damage. Confuse. Oh, nope, not that. Confuse. Thank you, game. I will spend 2 to Cybo attack for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some thwarting needs to be done. Other than that, that ends her turn. Kind of want to flip down, but it's not needed, I don't think. Jolt. I mean, 1, 2 for heroic intuition. Use this already. Use this to remove 4 threat. He has confused, so I can flip her down. So I'll flip her down. Fantastic. Yeah. Excellent. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ready and 5. Decks out. Ooh, Sunder again. There's healing factor finally. So this one right here is her ability to just stay up in hero form if you want to keep her in hero form for the rest of the game. All right, 1, 2, 3. Attacks Rasputin. Rasputin will take this. Revealed it. Rude. Toughness gone. Toughness gain. And is confused against Jolt. And then encounter and encounter. Okay. We can stop this. Oh, this is from a minion. So reveal this card. It doesn't happen. Surge doesn't happen on boost effects. So that was me. My bad. Villain schemes for rude. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, a side scheme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's another thing. This isn't even actually no, this isn't victory. I don't know what I'm thinking. Kilowog can keep coming out. I played this like victory yesterday, I think. There's that cute red girl again. She's kind of distracting. She's pretty. Yeah, so this gets 6. And that is everything. Jolt. Atlas. And Mock. I can 1, 2, 3. There's an attachment out, right? 2, 3. Let's get Fixer out. He comes in with 3 hit points because I use Heart of the Team, and he discards this because he's fucking Fixer. I can fix that. Destroys it. He will remove 3 threat. I will actually. Do I want to heal and have him remove 4? It kind of doesn't matter because I remove 3 threat each time. I will heal for 3. I'll flip. I will ready myself. I will remove 3 threat. Kilowog. Oh, what do you know? I'm going to play Kilowog. I will Since I can only hold 3 of these, let me go ahead and spend 1 now to deal 2 damage. This way I can play cards. This is an attack. 3 damage, and I can stun. Oh yeah, this needs to be exhausted because I already drew my card. I will I'll spend Atlas to Lightning Strike. So deal 3 damage. I'll remove the 2 from here to stun. I will spend Mock to Not Afraid to ready myself. I remove 4 threats from the main. Kilowog will remove 4 threat from the main, or 2 threat from the main. I'm just gonna keep counting down until I get to the right number. That ends her turn. Rah rah. This and this to get my healing factor in. I wish actually this would have been a decent card to have earlier in the game. Now that I don't have my constant generation of toughnesses, a little bit worse. We will use 1, 2 to sunder to deal 5 damage. Unfortunately, I'm not tough, or not tough, stunned. Use this, draw a card. Now it's here. Now I have it. Fantastic. All right, so I will then spend. I'll spend Wolverine actually to get attuned out. I'm gonna. Did I attack? No, I sundered, so I haven't even attacked this turn. I can defeat him now, but I don't want to defeat him right now. I'll let him hang around for one more turn. I'm gonna flip heal to full. 1, 2, oops, I only have 12 health. I would also like to say when I built Rasputin, aggressive conditioning didn't exist, and that would probably be awesome in her deck. She doesn't really need it because she gets the +4 from Soul Sword, but it would not be a bad thing to have. I will get this from my discard pile. I only have Sunder in here, right? Oh, no, I have Steel Resistance. Steel Resistance. Come back to me. No. All right. I will spend Shadowcat to intrude, to confuse, and I will stun myself. This procs and heals me by the 1 damage that I can't do anything with. All right. I also keep forgetting that I have retaliate. All right. End of the turn. Oh yeah, he needs a damage on him because he did remove threat. And then 6. A 1, 2, 3. Stunned. Confused. After the one phase begins. Okay. Oh yeah, I like that card. I really do actually like that card. Alter Ego, discard an ally or upgrade I control. If I cannot. Oh, okay. That's fucking mean. Asshole. At least I had Attuned. Attune's a good card to sacrifice in the pinch. I didn't want to, but, you know, you work with what you got. Let's get... Do I want to get Sunder or do I want to get Intrude? Let's get Intrude back. Draw 1. And blow, which doesn't help me too much right now. Flip. Actually, you know what? It does help me much right now. I will spend the Colossus to get attuned again. I will spend 1, 2, 3 to get Steel Resistance back in. I love you. I could intrude him again. That'd be pretty fucking funny. I would actually I can intrude him and probably stun him, and then confuse myself. So I have 2 of these, and then this will just be a massive, massive fuck you to the world. Let's do that. Let's intrude him. Let's stun him. Confuse myself, so I am actually confused. Draw a card. I'm not doing any of this right now. I'm not playing either of these cards. I would like to keep them both and actually have them both do something, because this will remove 6 threat right now, which is big, but I have that crisis in the way. I will attack for 4 to take us to the next phase, which he gets 36 for an attachment and put into play. It's the encounter deck and discard pile. Yep. Search for an attachment and put into play. I mean, Now that I think about it, does the search proc? I'm going crazy right now. Attachment, huh? An attachment. So if I did this, it technically reveals and then it would search, right? If I were to pick this attachment. Like, this is not awful. It's really not. Do I have the mental energy combo? I do. Yeah, let's just throw that out there and get rid of it immediately. End her turn. Impede. Goodbye. I like impede, but I don't need it. Joel impede. And then the energy will be Inspiring Presence. I will thwart for 4. Ready. Thwart for 4. I will spend 1, 2 on for Justice to thwart for 4. I will thwart for 2. I will oh, this is gone. Attack for 2. And oh yeah, this happens. Let's see what I get. Thwart for 2. With a counter popping off. So this and this. That will end her turn. That was an awesome turn for both of them. Fantastic. She just removed all the threat. All of it. Like 12 threat. Fantastic. 3. Ooh, and we can confuse them again, but we're not going to, because intangible is probably what I need to be doing right now. Or force field would be another good one. If I do force field, then I can actually tuned off of it, because a tuned is based off of you playing psionic. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good news is Fixer's here, so he can chump for me, because he's a chump. 1, 2, 3. Attacks Rasputin, stunned. Attacks here, Fixer takes it. I mean, it's taken it to begin with. But minimal damage, so dead. Encounter and encounter. Mongol, ooh, rough 8 health. And Turf. Revealed Sinestro heals 2 for each. Oh, wow, you just got that. So 2. Alright, and the rest of that does not happen here. Alright, amped. Remove 5 threat from skills. Did I play any Jolt cards last round? I don't even remember. No, I didn't. I had Moonstone. I do have Moonstone. She can come in with 5 health. Let's do that. Let's Moonstone this up. So 1. 2. Actually, maybe not. Because let's for justice for 4. It's actually not super important for me to scheme right now. I think Moonstone's going to have to pay for overcharge. I mean, I can do this and keep Moonstone for a later turn. Overcharge to get 2 cards with different permanent resources from a discard pile back into my hand. How about energy and ooh, Fixer. Fixer would be an awesome choice. So let's grab Fixer. There's no attachments right now, so Fixer can hang out for a moment, but Fixer is a good choice. I will then, this would be overkill on a scheme that only has 2 left on it. Oh, but Kilowog's out. I forgot Kilowog. Ooh. Oh, yeah, played an event, so I get this. Or not Kilowog, but Mongol. Speaking of which, though, Kilowog will... Actually, no. Let's max out this damage here. Songbird will thwart for 2 and deal 1 damage to Mongol to remove the tough. Not keep saying it is Mongol. Kilowog will hit him for 2. Kilowog. He is removed from the game. I can Kilowog. There's so much. I so much want to play Moonstone, but I kind of want her to have 5 hit points. No, because you know what? She actually hurts me. So let's just do a regular Moonstone play. It'll be fine. Moonstone's going to attack him for 4 and deal me 2 damage and hurt herself by 1. I will attack, reading, attack. Do I want the first to be a Mongol and just let her go ham? Yeah, let's just get Mongol out of the game here. Because she's going to hit harder with single attacks. So, damn, I'm confused and there's no threat to remove. Oh, man. Let's use this to game lag. Toe-to-toe. Attacks me for 4. Removes my tough. I get my tough. I do 2 retaliate damage. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 regular damage. I get this. I would heal by 2, but I'm at max health. Also, let me then, for an identity-specific event, can suck my asshole. Psionic. And this needs to be 1 marked off. This for a force field, which will proc Marauder. Want a Psychic Assault or do I want a Psychic Assault? I could probably Psychic Assault. Speaking of which, I played a Psionic, so this happens, so 2 damage. Oh no, that's remove 2 threat from a scheme. That's right, that's right. There's nothing to remove, so it's just gonna stay out and hang out with me. I can attack for 4. I'm not gonna attack for 3, but is there a point to it? Because I kind of want to keep intangible. I mean, she's online. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can by all means Sonic Assault, deal 3 damage and confuse them. This is pretty well wrapped up. It's just right now, it's just time. It took a long time. Let's just start focusing some damage. Let's try and get this wrapped up. Let's get 3 damage. Confuse. End player phase. Draw 5. What the actual shit? Oh, look, scimitar. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. 4. That's what I need. All right. 1, 2, 3. Attacks over here. I got an alert that doesn't mean anything. Songbird will block. Parallax has done nothing. Like this game, I feel like Parallax was a bane in the last one. He kept escaping the raft. He's done nothing this game. No damage. I don't know why I'm getting rid of this. Attacks are just gonna take it. Confuse it. I'm already confused. So suck it. I take nothing. I'm not even gonna move the toughness. I get toughness back. I heal 1. Perfectly fine. There he is. Oh yeah, this actually should have stopped the attack that killed Songbird. So Songbird's still alive with 2 damage and 2 counters, or 1 counter. This would have stopped it, and I would have given Jolt a tough status. I'm not going to go back and get the card that I took. So this attaches. Fixer, where are you? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Thank you, game. Fixer's in my hand, so I don't know why I'm writing that. I'm at that first player. So let's just go ahead and get this out. Let's go ahead and Sonic Assault for 3 damage. Drop the attuned to remove 2 threat. This is done. Don't actually get to use Marauder this turn. Attack for 4. Anything else in here? I just have a resource. Oh yeah, I played a Sonic. So 2 more damage. Nope. Done. On to Joltian. Depth focus. Really? Do I need a depth focus? Let's play depth focus. Screw it. Songbird, baby girl. Songbird's one of my favorites. She really is. Speaking of which, Songbird will kill herself. She will remove 2 threat. Deal 1 damage. Die. That's a hell of a sentence, right? Songbird will kill herself. I love Songbird. She's going to kill herself now. I will then spend 1 on clear the area to remove 2. And then she draws 2. And then she draws 1. And you know what? She'll draw 1. It doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. We're on phase 2. So I'm going to do 2 damage. Ready. Deal 2 damage. I will spend 1 on Not Afraid, which means I get to choose 2 of these things. I will choose the Ready Bioelectric Form and Jolt. I'll deal 2 damage. 2 damage. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I need to retcon something because technically this should be taking all the damage. However, let's spend this and this to fixer it, to discard it. Now this is not getting defeated by the counters, it's getting discarded, which means it actually discards. Fixer comes in, and because Moonstone wants the credit, she's going to attack for 4. All right. Jolt is kind of good to go here. She's good. I don't think she's overpowered. She's fun. She's a lot more fun than her old build was because she got rebuilt from the ground up. She's going to beta. I'm putting her in beta. She's ready to go. Rasputin. I don't really feel like the changes to Sunder or Intrude really did much of anything. At least not in this game, because by the time I was going to get Intrude to work, it didn't fucking matter. There was no threat getting placed on the scheme at that point. So I probably didn't even need to change anything, but having Sunder ready and upgrade wasn't doing anything. Because when I think of cards like this, when her old ability was, if you discard a stun status, you can ready an upgrade. Whenever I build a card like that, I intend it for what is in her deck. So what is in her deck that exhausts? That or, man, lag. That is the only upgrade in her deck that by default will exhaust. This is support. You can ready Depth Focus. You can ready X Gene. But those have to be added into your deck. So before it just wasn't, it didn't have a ton of value. Now it is doing extra damage, which is fine if I use it to get rid of stun. I think it's fine as it is now. I can probably put her right back into released. Because this is now a potential 7 damage off of 2 cost, which is extremely strong. Even at 5 damage for 2 cost, it's pretty strong. It's not overpowered or anything like that. It's strong. And Shrewd is amazing, but I don't think it's overpowered. Intangible, the change to it is, I mean, it's a shame I didn't get it once I had 2 confused statuses, but it was really good. Yeah, really good. So I think she's back. I think she can get re-released now. Now Sinestro. Let's make this quick. Sinestro so far is feeling like out of a 5-star difficulty, he's probably in the 2-star range, which is completely fine. I was watching the VOD from Havoc playing with Captain Scorp's, playing with Captain Scorp against Captain Scorp's Reverse Flash. And Reverse Flash kind of has this. I was one of the people who reviewed him as one of those characters that can be either really difficult or really easy. Sinestro feels like he's a consistent 2 out of 5-star difficulty. Yeah, having Parallax in play in the beginning of the game can feel rough, but essentially just means you have like a turn or 2 of ignoring Sinestro and letting him do whatever the hell he wants to and just killing Parallax. I didn't have it at all this time. He never came back out. Doesn't he? He has cards. Like I remember cards putting him out. Right? I'm not going crazy. Again, hey cutie, you're very cute. I will not talk to you in a bar because I actually respect women's rights to not get bothered by my ugly ass. Um, let's see, which one is this one? This is a mean card, but this is a good card. I think this is one of the harder cards that he has. That's just a Shadows of the Past, Dark Sphere. This one plays off Parallax being in play. I hate this asshole. I hate this asshole's boost. Which one's this? One's just a Mongol card. I love the ally, or not allies, but the minions. You were talking about how he should feel like a hero that is just villainous. I agree. I don't know a ton about. I don't know anything about DC. Period. Everything that I know about Sinestro comes from the movie. That the amazing Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie that should have won all the awards. Um, and he seemed like a character who felt he needed to be the hero his own way at all costs. This deck feels like he wants to be the hero his own way at all costs, and he's brought friends with him. Um, this is Yellow Lantern, right? Like, isn't this when he for like I guess I shouldn't say I don't know anything about the comics, but he like forsakes his Green Lantern heritage and goes yellow and becomes evil. That's right, or becomes quote unquote good another day. This is the one that puts more Sinestro Core minions out. Only had to deal with him once this time. Thankfully, this time I actually played him correctly. Again, this should be when defeated, right? I mean, I'm not crazy. You just say when defeated, a monster, discard the top card of your deck. You can save words even. Maybe I didn't have enough space to put a quote or something on here. I don't know. Um, Good card, perfectly fine. This is Mongol set. That again, this again. Good card, mean card. Advance. Parallax. Parallax is I like Parallax. I think it's weird that he's only one boost icon. I do find that weird. Um, yeah, I mean, that's all I got to say on that. Each Sinestro or activates. If no Sinestro. Did this? I don't think this popped up. Yeah, this is the one that puts him in the play. I don't think this popped up as a card a single time. At least not without Sinestro Core. Every time I look at this picture, I see Chef Boyardee. It's funny to me. Also see the scene in God of War Ragnarok where uh Sindri goes into his little infinite ring thing, little infinite ring hold that he has. Any other thoughts? Let's look at the Mongol set as well. Since you designed Mongol, I will look at Mongol as well. Um, this card. So this card feels useless. I it almost makes me feel like I'm playing the game wrong, and I don't think I am. I'll get back to it in a second. Yeah, this card is completely fine. Again, he feels like he's meant to be an easier character. The Fear of the Calls are great cards. Sinestro's Shield is a great card. Yeah, Assault, Will of Fear. So this card, it feels useless. It feels like it's not doing shit. This is the only card in here that uh, everything else seems to have a purpose. Everything else seems to work. This has not happened to me a single time. It just hasn't. Um, I should really. I kind of forgot that I had Fixer in the pre-Conifer deck, so I was burning through attachments on them anyways. But even then, if this comes up as a boost card, it's not doing anything. Or not a boost card, but an encounter card, it's not doing anything. After the round, because the round ends once the villain phase ends. A round isn't, you know, if it's a round doesn't mean it goes back to his turn. The round is, I mean, like that's what. Hold on, this is one of those things where I feel like I know what a round is, and it's been so long since I've looked at the actual definition of a round that maybe I'm wrong again. What is a round? A round structure. Overview, round overview. End of player phase. Okay. See overview, round overview. I've had the PDF for the rule book open the entire time. Overview is at the end of the thing, isn't it? So a round doesn't start. It won't start on a villain turn. Anatomy, keycard, anatomy, card backs, appendix. Where the fuck is the overview? Am I losing my mind? Card anatomy, appendix setup. Like where the hell is the overview in the player guide or the rules? Overview, round overview. So player phase, yeah, it won't doesn't just start on a villain phase. Like it doesn't go through an entire round of it, so it's automatically gone. It's like step 10 is straight up end of round, proceed to step 1 of next game round. So it it it's done. It's this does nothing. This has done nothing anytime I played this. It's this is the only card in this deck that I would say is actually not good. Um, it should honestly probably be on his next activation discarded, maybe, or at the end of the activation discarded. It's it's doing nothing. I've had it do nothing at any point. Um, Everything else is great in his deck. This is awful. Um, it sounds harsh. It probably should be harsh. Um, it's just not doing anything. Let me look at Mongol's set. For starters, I actually really like Mongol as an enemy. I I don't feel like he's out of place with this. Again, I don't know the lore, so I don't know what his ties to Sinestro are. My light is flickering, so hopefully that is hopefully that's not electricity problems. Um,